Yo guys, Atoto just released a new flagship car stereo. This is the Atoto X10 and it comes in 3 different sizes. We got the 7-inch right here, but you can also get the 9 or 10-inch display. And so with this stereo, you're gonna get the best of everything that Atoto has to offer. So of course, you're gonna get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. You can hook up a front and rear view camera, and there's an app for you to have a live view of either one. The Equalizer app has a lot of settings you can adjust to really fine tune your music. And it even has an SPDIF plug in the back. This feature allows the car stereo to digitally transfer music to the amplifier versus using analog wires, which could reduce the audio quality. But one of the most interesting new features about this car stereo is that they have a built-in AI chatbot developed by Atoto. A quick rundown of the specs. The Atoto X10 car stereos are running the Snapdragon 6125 processors with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage space. The built-in amplifier is rated at 4x49 watts with the RMS rating of 4x29 watts. And before we take a deep dive into the car stereo interface, I just want to let you know that I'm going to have chapters in the description. So if you want to jump around to different topics, be sure to check out the description to jump around. And you should also know that Atoto provided me with this car stereo for a review. I just want to give a quick thank you to Atoto for providing this car stereo and allowing me to review it. And with that being said, let's check out the radio. This is the Atoto X10 home page. This is what you're going to see when you first turn it on. On the home screen, you get 4 different widgets and 6 icons right here. Right here, you get Google Maps. You get a clock, which you can change if you don't like that style. Boom, 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 boom. You get the weather app, pretty cool. This only works when you're connected to your phone's hotspot or if you have a SIM card. And right here is a little music player. This is the Spotify app. Now, if you're familiar with Android operating systems, you can drag down from up top, closer to the left side. You get this hidden menu right here. If you go from the right side, you get the notification area. So let's take a look at this hidden menu right here. Right here, you'll be able to turn on and off your Wi-Fi connection. If you have a SIM card for this car stereo installed, you can enable hotspot right here. You can even tap and hold and it'll take you straight to the settings. This rocket icon is gonna clear system memory. If you drag up from the bottom, you'll see all the open apps. Pretty much this rocket icon is gonna clear all of those apps. You could do a hard, not a reset, but reboot. It'll even warn you if you want to restart. Pretty much it's similar to unplugging your car battery and plugging it back in. Now this is interesting right here. You get 2 Bluetooth settings. You can connect up to 2 phones at once. So right here you can see I'm connected to my Galaxy S21. And then the second device I could connect to my iPhone or this Galaxy S22. This just makes it a lot easier to play music in between 2 devices. Pretty cool. Now right here, this power icon will just turn off the screen. This is actually a feature that a lot of people ask for because usually when you want to turn off the screen, it would power down the radio. But no, people still want to listen to the music. They just don't want the screen turned on, especially at night. If you have a SIM card installed, this will just enable and disable the internet access. Here, it'll take you to your photos, whatever images are on this car stereo. This will take you to your settings. I forgot what you call this. This is, just for your eyes, readability, I guess. Equalizer right here. Tons of settings. We'll get into it later. This will take you to the dash cam. Mine doesn't have a dash camera, but if it did, you would see the actual view of the dash camera right here. It even shows your location. So right here you can mute and unmute your volume. You can easily raise and lower your volume. Brightness right here, you can tap on it, 100%, 0%, and 50%. Or again, you could manually adjust your brightness. A quick rundown on the left-hand side right here. You got some capacitive buttons. This is the built-in mic. Right below it is to mute and unmute your radio. This is the app list. It's the same as this one right here. You'll also be able to control your volume up and down. And this microphone is pretty much the same as this right here. This is called DriveChat. It's just gonna open up the AI chat box. Howdy. And then if you look right here, it has a little pin needle size hole. You could get a little needle and press in here and it'll just do a hard reset on the car stereo. Okay, so down here we have another navigation bar. This one is on the screen and it's pretty much on every page you go on, right? Yeah, it's always gonna be there. So this right here is the MP3 music player. This is gonna be for your USB flash drive. Right next to it is going to be Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, same as right here. Boom. The phone icon is pretty much gonna take you to your Bluetooth settings. So we can go in here, you'll see all of my paired devices. You can actually go up here, settings, and change the name of the device. That way when you were to Bluetooth it, it'll be easier to find. You can even turn this on. That way every time you turn on your car, once it makes the connection automatically, it'll open Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This music icon is also for the USB flash drive. You guys already seen this in action. This is the DriveChat AI. Introduce yourself. Okay. There you go.
I am a language model created by OpenAI called ChatGPT.
Right next to the DriveChat icon, we get the volume controls. Very small, and it's easy to tap on the DriveChat icon on accident. And right next to it is just going to be the presets on the equalizer. So, you know, you'll have the standard settings, rock, soft, and a few other ones. All right, so back to the home page. This is fully customizable. You could change your background. You could rearrange the widgets. You could delete widgets and even add in some different ones that aren't displayed right here. Atoto actually has a few presets, so we could check them out. Let's go to the settings, boom. You go to this double A icon and click home screen. So right now we're on style 1. It'll give you a preview on what it looks like. See, we got the maps, clock, weather, Spotify. If we go to style 2, now we have a tall MP3 player, maps, weather, and a compass. And if you look on the bottom, you'll notice that some of the icons have been rearranged. And then you have custom options right here. You could actually just like go on the home page, tap and hold, and you can move these around. You probably gotta make some space. Oh, okay, everything slides over. That's cool. I didn't know that. Nice. You can delete everything. Boom. I think it looks a little too cluttered right here, so I could just move these apps like that. Kind of space them out. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that you could customize the home page to your liking. All right, so that's the home screen. It's cool and all, but more than likely, the reason why you would want to upgrade your car stereo is because Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Boom, there you go. This is what Apple CarPlay is. All Apple CarPlay really is a user interface to be able to interact with your phone while driving, because you're not supposed to be using your phone while driving. So this is the best way to listen to music and get navigation. So 99 times out of 10, you're gonna be on this screen right here with your navigation on the left hand and your music player on the right hand side. And let's say if you want full screen navigation, you'll just tap on that. There you go. Or if you just want your music player, boom, there you go. Pretty cool. And as a person who uses an Android car stereo daily, I can say for sure, you're always gonna be on this interface. You're never gonna be on this homepage right here. So Apple CarPlay is the same on every car stereo. It's gonna be the same exact interface. Basically, you're gonna get all of your navigation apps. You can see we got Apple Maps, Google Maps, and Waze. These are just apps that are installed on my phone. If you have other apps, they should load up on here. It'll also load up your music apps. I got YouTube Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Pandora, Amazon Music, audiobooks, and your Apple Music right there. We can now connect to Android Auto, and this is what it's gonna look like. This is just the app list. It's pretty much the same thing as Apple CarPlay, but just for Android devices. Boom. If you tap down here, this is the screen you're mainly gonna be on. You're gonna get your navigation and your music player. Again, you can tap on the screen and just go full screen navigation. Or if you just want your music player, just tap down here and tap your music player. There you go. And just to show you that this is wireless, see I can change the music. Change it right there. Pretty cool. Okay, and that's all Android Auto and Apple CarPlay really is. It's just an app to view your navigation and music player, and that's really all you're going to be using it for. Unfortunately, you can't download apps like YouTube and whatnot within Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but it's all right because this car stereo alone is an Android interface. So that means when you get out of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, this is an Android unit. So you can go here to the app list and you'll find the Play Store right there. And once you're logged in, you could go in here and download whatever apps you want. Fortunately, Atoto already has YouTube pre-installed right there. And it's gonna be as if you were just on a tablet. So you can see, loads pretty nicely.
You have been asking for years, and finally.
Boom, you can watch YouTube, just don't watch it while driving. You could listen to it, but yeah, don't watch it while driving, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the juicy stuff. Let's check out all of the apps that are in the car stereo and what this thing can do. Assistant. So this is just the Google Assistant. It's kind of like Apple's Siri. Aux in. I have a PlayStation hooked up, so when I turn it on, look at that. Bluetooth, this is the same as this phone icon right here. This is just your Bluetooth settings and you can manage what devices are connected to the car stereo. Chrome, this is the Google Chrome web browser. Bluetooth 2. So there's actually a difference between Bluetooth and Bluetooth 2. In Bluetooth, this allows you to connect the phone, make calls, listen to text messages, play music, and whatever, right? Just interact with your phone. Well, Bluetooth 2 allows you to connect to Bluetooth devices. Right here, I got a Bluetooth scanner for my car. This would work on here. You could connect a Bluetooth keyboard or a mouse. Bluetooth 2 is just for Bluetooth enabled devices other than your phone. Pretty cool. DVR, this is gonna be for the built-in dash cam feature. All right, and here we go. This is the built-in DriveChat AI. Pretty much you'll have to make an account, log in, and you would set up your wake up words. You can see I have two. One would be for conversations, like, you just want to talk. And the other one will be for commands, like, just to interact with the car stereo, hands free. If I say them, the DriveChat will pop up. DC conversation. Tell me about yourself.
I'm an AI digital assistant designed to provide helpful and informative responses to a wide range of questions and topics.
So these are all of the commands you can say. This is for control. So this is if you wanted to interact with your car stereo hands-free, but it appears you would need internet to even do this. DC control. Next song. Another feature is on the app, you'll have to go to SwiftStone and you can download different chat bots. It pretty much just changes their voice. Like, sure, they'll give you different responses, but it's just like a character pretty much. But one thing to note is that there's a free membership and a paid membership. So you can see everything we did today, mute volume, play, next song. I guess it all counts as a query. See right here, it says free version, 266 remaining for the month. So this DriveChat feature is, something pretty new and it works, but it's still new tech and maybe people will find it useful. And I'm not sure why it comes up randomly like that again, because these are the only words I have set up, so yeah. Now let's get into the equalizer. Like I said, there are a lot of things in here. On the left-hand side, you get the presets. You can manually adjust them yourself. There's a total of 36 frequencies that you can change. And as you might, I didn't even say control or conversation. Okay. You can tap on field. This is just gonna distribute the power to all four speakers. So if you want all the power to go to the driver, it'll go up here. Co-pilot over rear. And if you're really into audio tuning, you could go in to here, master, hit new, and there are a lot of options in here. I'm really not knowledgeable in audio tuning, but we could just go over the different options. So here in crossover, you could go from 4.2 channels to bi-amping or tri-amping. You could go in reverb. You can adjust the phase angle with the phase slider. You can delay the audio. This will really help you fine tune your stereo or your car speakers. You can select each speaker and just add a little delay so that the audio will hit you at a certain time. So for example, let's say you're in the driver's seat, right? This speaker is closest to you, so the audio is gonna hit you really fast. You might wanna add a delay so that this speaker and the passenger speaker will hit your ears at the same time. It's some pretty advanced stuff, but it's really cool that it's in here and you can play with that. On audio output, you can toggle the focus on the sound field, whatever that means. Here in stereo, you can adjust for frequencies through low pass, high pass, and mix. And this is where the fun stuff is, bass boost. This is where you can add bass to your stock speakers and make it sound a lot better. I'm not really sure what these numbers are right here, but they seem to help. Just make sure you play with your settings. Make sure that the speakers don't peak or crack, you know, at an optimal volume level. So this is a setting I recommend you mess with to make your speaker sound a lot better. F cam. So this is for the front camera. I don't have one installed, but it works just like the rear camera. What's cool about this is it gives you a live view of the front camera. I'm just gonna go to the rear camera to, you know, so you can see it in action. But what's cool is you just get the live view. So if you wanted to, you could just have it set up where you're just on the screen the whole time. You'll probably want a front camera if you have a low car like me. So you wanna know how close you can scoot up before you hit something without busting your bumper up, you know? And obviously that's the same for the R cam as well. You know, it's for the rear camera. But what's cool about the rear camera is you could tap the trigger wire into your reverse light. So every time you go into reverse, this is what's gonna happen. The reverse camera just comes on. Pretty cool. If we get out of reverse, it goes back to your previous screen. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Files is just gonna allow you to access all the files on your car stereo, or if you have a flash drive, you'll be able to access the files within the flash drive. Find apps. I guess this is just an installer for popular apps, so you don't have to just go on the Google Play Store and search for them. I'm assuming that these are a list of apps that are suitable for this car stereo and should work fine if you wanted to install them. HDMI, if you have a newer console like a PS5 or Xbox One, you'll be able to hook it up and it'll appear right here. Lumi Auto, I don't have the LED lights, but Atoto has a kit where you'll hook it up to this car stereo and supposedly you can set it up to change colors as you're listening to music. So you can make it like maybe flash or something with the beat. It's a pretty neat feature that I've never seen on a car stereo. And here we go, a music player. Boom. So these are like random images. These aren't the images from the MP3 that I have loaded on here. You can tap right here and you can sort by folders. These are the different folders I have. You can sort all your music by different artists or the albums. If you have the album info, I don't, so that's why they're all unknown. Or you could just go to the MP3 list where it just shows every MP3 on here. So you can see that we're in the music player right here. And this is the music widget. So just in case you want to be on this screen, you can still interact with the music player right here. Again, it's weird that it's not showing the album artwork. Kind of disappointing. Palette, so you're pretty much just changing the background color. So app list and home is gonna be green. Everything else, we're gonna make it pink, okay? So I'm gonna deselect the home page, hit apply. So see, we're on home and the app list, they're green. If we go to Bluetooth, it's pink. We'll go to settings, see it's pink again. We'll go to the equalizer and yep, same thing. So you're just pretty much just changing the background color on different pages. Here we got the Pandora app. We got another page, pictures. This is to show images on your car stereo or on the flash drive. Radio. So when I first opened this radio app, I thought, wow, am I really gonna have to tap on this to go to the radio frequency? Like that would take so long because look, I can't change it. Bruh, why are you popping up? But if you look to the left right here, you can tap on this. You could easily skim to different stations. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So here in Charlotte, North Carolina, we got 95.1. If you want to save that station, you just tap and hold right here. Boom. PTY. Here you'll be able to find stations based on their genre, kind of like a category. Band, here you'll be able to change from FM to AM. And if you go into settings right here, you can see we got RDS. RDS is pretty much just gonna send you the station information. So if I was on 95.1, it'll show information like the station name and possibly what the current song name is. AF, this is gonna automatically switch to a better frequency of the same station. So let's say you're getting kind of too far or your radio signal is weak. This is gonna switch the station for you to get a better reception for better clarity. And TA, this is just gonna interrupt your music or radio station just in case there's like a local traffic announcement or whatever. Sensitivity, if your frequency is too high, it might affect your listening experience, your quality. And in here in radio area, you wanna make sure that you have the right one selected. We're in the USA. It's just gonna give you the best frequencies for your radio reception. You got the Spotify app. Now this is really cool, system update. I've only tested so many car stereos, but this is the only car stereo that actually has an easy to use system update. So all you would need is an internet connection and tap this icon. And if there was an update, it'll update it right here on the car stereo. That's it. You just need the internet connection. Boom, that's it, right? On the older models, you would have to go on the Atoto website, download a file, put it on a flash drive, and go through a process of installing it from there, which wasn't very user-friendly. You'd have to be pretty tech savvy to figure that out. So it's really cool to see that a car stereo actually has an easy firmware update. We get the Torque app. This is the OBD2 app. You'd have to buy the device separately. Atoto also has their own tire pressure monitoring system app. You could buy this kit separately. It's a Bluetooth kit and you just install it on your tires and you'd be able to see the tire pressure on each tire. Pretty nice. And there you have it. That's the Atoto X10 full walkthrough. There are a few quirks about the stereo that I personally didn't like. Maybe it won't bother you, but I'd like to just put them out there. As you saw throughout the video, their DriveChat feature just kept popping up. It was a little bothersome, especially while just trying to record. Also, the response time on the DriveChat takes a few seconds. I feel like you could easily use a chat bot on your phone much faster and efficiently than on your car stereo. And surprisingly, that's pretty much about it. There's nothing else that really bothered me about this car stereo. It's really fast. I really like that the home page is highly customizable. Personally, all I really look for in a car stereo is wireless Apple CarPlay and Google Play Store. Oh, and Android 13. And this does all three of them, so that's really cool. Now, sound quality wise, it's hard to convey what the audio is like without comparing it with another car stereo. So I can't really say that it's better or worse than a stock stereo. But after playing with the equalizer settings, the speakers do sound really good. And once you have it hooked up to your car and it uses your car's amplifier, it'll be much louder. So with this being the flagship model, obviously the audio is gonna be really good once you have it hooked up in your car. Again, if I missed anything, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Hopefully this video helped you decide whether this car stereo is a good fit for you or not. All right guys, thanks for dropping by. See you in the next one. Yeah.